The YF-23 Black Widow II stands as one of the most captivating chapters in the story of military aviation. A symbol of innovation, ambition, and what might have been. Born during a period of intense global tension in the 1980s, the aircraft was developed under the United States Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter, or ATF, program. This effort was not just about building a new jet. It was a mission to shape the future of American air dominance well into the 21st century. The United States needed a fighter that could outperform and outsmart any adversary. It needed to replace the aging but legendary F-15 Eagles and F-16 Fighting Falcons with a revolutionary leap in capability. Northrop, working in partnership with McDonnell Douglas, answered the call with their sleek and futuristic design, the YF-23. From the very first glance, the YF-23 looked like something pulled straight from science fiction. Its diamond-shaped wings, blended fuselage, and lack of vertical stabilizers were more than eye-catching. They were essential components in its stealth-first design. It was built not just to fly fast but to disappear from enemy radar. And it did so with elegance and ingenuity. Its shape minimized radar cross-section, and its structure was made from advanced composite materials that were both lightweight and radar-absorbent. This combination of stealth and speed was nothing short of groundbreaking. Powered by either Pratt & Whitney's F-119 engines or General Electric's F-120S, the YF-23 could achieve supercruise, sustained supersonic flight without the need for afterburners. This gave it an edge in fuel efficiency and stealth, as afterburners produce a massive infrared signature. Some reports even suggested the aircraft could exceed Mach 2.6, placing it among the fastest tactical aircraft ever conceived. But in the skies, innovation alone isn't enough. The YF-23 had to prove itself in trials against another marvel of engineering, the Lockheed YF-22. Both aircraft were tested under the ATF program's rigorous standards. But while the YF-23 focused on stealth and speed, the YF-22 emphasized agility and combat flexibility. Lockheed's design incorporated thrust-vectoring nozzles, allowing for unmatched maneuverability in close-quarters dogfights. The two aircraft reflected two different philosophies of air combat. Northrop's vision was that future air battles would be fought and won before the enemy even saw their attacker. Speed and stealth would win the day. Lockheed, on the other hand, maintained that close combat would still play a crucial role, and agility would be key. These competing views would shape the future of American air power. Despite its cutting-edge features, the YF-23 faced significant hurdles. Its development was more complex, its systems more experimental. One of the most critical challenges came during testing, when a prototype's windscreen shattered during a supersonic flight. It was a stark reminder of the risks involved in pushing the envelope of aircraft design. Additionally, at the time of evaluation, the YF-23 lacked a demonstration-ready weapons bay. While the internal bay was planned and part of the overall design, its absence raised concerns about operational readiness and weapons integration. On the other hand, the YF-22 presented a more complete and proven package, offering a balance of innovation and reliability. Its agility and thrust-vectoring design were already being validated with real-world performance in mind. The Air Force's final decision came on April 23, 1991. Lockheed's YF-22 was selected for full-scale development and would eventually become the legendary F-22 Raptor. The YF-23, despite its promise, was shelved. Both of its prototypes, nicknamed Gray Ghost and Spider, were retired and placed in museums. But while they never entered combat, they sparked a legacy that continues to influence stealth aviation to this day. For many aviation experts and enthusiasts, the YF-23 remains one of the greatest what-if stories in military history. What if the YF-23 had been selected? What would America's air superiority look like today with that stealthy shadow gliding silently across enemy skies? The Black Widow II wasn't just fast and stealthy. It was a technological masterpiece that pointed toward the future. It used materials and design concepts that would later be seen in other aircraft. Its supercruise capability, stealth shaping, and efficient aerodynamics became reference points for engineers developing the next generation of aerial platforms. It challenged the very idea of what a fighter jet could look like and what it could do. Its radar signature was reportedly as small as that of the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, a feat few believed was even possible at the time. This combination of speed, stealth, and design elegance made the YF-23 a favorite among engineers and test pilots alike. And yet, the decision to go with the YF-22 was not just about performance. It was also about cost, risk, and long-term viability. The military needed an aircraft that could be built at scale, maintained in diverse environments, and upgraded over time. Lockheed's design, though slightly less stealthy and not as fast, checked more boxes in terms of practicality. It was the safe choice, and sometimes in national defense, the safe choice is the right one. But that didn't stop the debates. Over the years, many have argued that the YF-23's unmatched stealth profile and higher speed might have made it a superior platform in a modern battlefield dominated by long-range engagements and radar evasion. Even though it never entered mass production, the YF-23's legacy is far from forgotten. It lives on not only in museum displays but in the influence it had on aircraft that followed. Its design philosophy helped guide the development of later programs, including the B-21 Raider and new unmanned aerial systems. The lessons learned from its construction, testing, and materials science fed into the broader evolution of stealth technology. Engineers today still study the YF-23, not as a failed project, but as a bold leap forward, a necessary step in the progression of aerial warfare. The YF-23 represents more than just a plane. It represents vision. It represents a willingness to take risks, to imagine something beyond the status quo. While Lockheed's F-22 went on to serve with distinction and remains a cornerstone of U.S. air power, the YF-23 holds a special place in the hearts of those who dream bigger. It is a relic of a time when Cold War anxieties pushed aerospace engineering to its limits. It is a monument to the ambition of its designers, who dared to build something the world had never seen before. And in that sense, the YF-23 did achieve something great. It redefined what was possible. In aviation museums today, visitors stop and stare at the preserved YF-23. They marvel at its shape, its silence, its mystery. They read the placards and wonder how different things might have been. Perhaps, somewhere deep inside a hangar, a future engineer is inspired by the Black Widow too, ready to take the next step in the legacy it left behind. Because true innovation never really dies. It echoes through time, waiting to be picked up by the next generation of dreamers.